So good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to season 2 on the Masterclass of Building Envelopes brought to you by CCPS, UDMA as a UPVC Association, Federation of Safety Glass, Ozone Group and the Gold Plus Glass Group. Today we're going to talk about the subject of how do you spend your money in choosing what kind of window and door, largely fenestration, that you will choose to buy based on your application. Let me first take this to Deepak, who's going to give us a little intro on what we did in the first season. Deepak?
The last season was an interesting season where we talked about how the glass is to be selected in our buildings.
Basics.
We've covered the basics of fenestration and the glasses that are required.
Right.
We've covered safety, we've covered energy, we've covered sound, and we've covered all the various other aspects, from aesthetics to functional aspects that go into a selection of glass. And now we are ready to move on to what our systems are and
applications
that we use to install these, put these glasses into our buildings. So what the various materials are and how do we select them.
So fundamentally, this episode, and before I ask the speakers to introduce themselves, and the panelists are very, very overly experienced people, but to the extent that they know exactly what they're talking about. And I don't know the number of combined years, maybe 100 plus or years of more than 200 years of experience, particularly in the business of windows, doors. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, but hear me out. The people who are here sitting with us are experienced about windows and doors which are used in your homes, multi-storied high-rises, villas, residences, commercial, industrial, so on and so forth. So therefore, we're going to be very objectively subjective in this conversation with each episode coming up, where we'll talk about each application. My name is Amit Malhotra. I lead WFM and McCoy, and this is the job that I took up personally along with our lovely team at WFM to take up awareness, infotainment, or you can call it edutainment, to ensure that we get the message delivered to architects, developers, builders, and of course the end users. So I'm going to start an introduction round. Ladies first. So Sheetal, give us a little introduction of yourself and what do you do?
Hi, good afternoon. I am Sheetal Khanna. I have been associated with Gold Plus since past 25 years.
Yeah.
And this is the 25th year I'm celebrating in the organization.
Hey, anniversary cake we should cut today. Huh?
So this is the 25th year, and over the period of time I worked hard on understanding the usage of glass in the buildings. We are talking about these different applications, what sort of glasses to be used as per those applications. I'll try to give my best inputs on the same.
Thank you, Sheetal. YP, your frame.
So, okay, my name is YP Singh, and I've been into this industry fenestration industry for more than 20 years. But with PVC, I have been working for more than 30 years. So I'll just share a small story here. My first interaction with UPVC windows in 1998 with Jan Irrigation. Reliance had actually offered a requirement of their new township UPVC windows. And Jan was the first one to make it. And that's where I interacted with the UPVC profiles, how to be fabricated.
So Jan Irrigation, they used to do pipes.
Pipes.
Ah, okay. They made the UPVC profile.
They made the first windows somewhere around 1990. So that's the knowledge I'm going to share in this forum.
I take you to Manish Bansal.
I'm Manish Bansal. I'm the director and CEO of Window Magic. We founded this company about 18 years ago. I was fresh out of college, didn't know what to do. This company came to us as a surprise, to be honest. We bought this as a sick unit. It was a merely very, very small unit doing very, very small numbers in terms of windows is concerned. And apparently we were a homeowner of the same company in terms of windows where it was installed. So we had the experience of the quality and the product what it was. So since then we've been serving the market and trying and educating the market, to be honest, of what right and what wrong is rather than just the price. And yeah, it's been a fantastic journey till now. And let's see how it turns out to be a mature market overall, where people understand what kind of a product is really needed in the fenestration space is concerned. People tend to, choose other avenues of the houses rather than the fenestration, where it needs a lot of focus because it's the outside envelope of the house, which is very, very important. So today we're gonna brainstorm and probably suggest some suggestions and solutions which may be useful. And at the same time, it is always not that you're spending more, that means you're getting quality. It's technically understanding the right requirement is getting the right quality, not the price.
All of the people who are sitting here have done hundreds to thousands of projects, from retail to infrastructure to, of course, residential, high-rise, across the country. Deepak, architect Deepak.
As Amit has already mentioned, I am an architect, 33 years plus of experience in the industry, a wide range of experiences from design to project management. I've run a magazine for a while, I've run a non-profit body, and I'm back to the business, as they say. So our projects have included some cutting edge projects across India, from 8,000 feet up altitude to an island near Kochi, from northeast to Mumbai, of course. So we've kind of covered India across during the working time, and I've actively worked with the glass industry as well. This has been a long
Absolutely.
journey with the glass industry, starting out from the first float glass standard that was getting made, from then onwards to the National Building Code. So yeah, and that's how we've all been together. The glass is in many ways going to be a future of, and we'd better learn how to use it correctly, and
Correct.
that's why we are here.
So having said that, I think before I start the episode 1, I think the weather is something none of us can ever predict. But I think what we can is prepare for the worst.
Yes.
Prepare for what we can't even imagine. Sometimes what you cannot even imagine is happening right now. Therefore, I think it's important to learn. Again, I'm repeating myself, 75% of your time you spend indoors, home, offices, schools, whatever. Make sure that they are done properly in order to ensure that water, noise, pollution and safety for our children, for our families is very, very important.